I need him.
Okay. No more. Okay.
Alive?
Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, what were you talking about?
I know, what do you want to talk about? Let's talk about...
Okay, let's talk
okay,
about
I know.
how...
Okay, what?
Let's see. Let's just say...
Let's talk about the state of the world and how we can change it. What we can do, we ourselves, we can do to try to help make the world a better place to be in. What's something you can do? Think something right off.
Try not to be too controlling over your kids. Try to be fair.
That's a good idea you take from that's great. Excellent.
The way I grew up with control freaks. So that's where I'm kind of getting from, because if you have been there and because for me, when you live with control freaks, people that are too controlling, you have I guess you could say a really bad habit to, I guess you can say that, what's the word?
Rebel.
Not rebel, but basically...
Resentment?
No, not that. It's where you, let's just say, for example, that you're in a place too long that you don't want to be in. You're starting to get nervous, you're starting to get shaky, going I gotta get the fuck out of here, I gotta get the hell out of here. That's what I go through, personally.
That's called panic attack. Remember, our bump was right here.
Ice one.
So what would be a way you could remedy that so that you're not rude and you
Play video games.
But what's a good way to let your parents or whoever you're with, your adult, know that I'm starting to get uncomfortable and I really think we should go soon without being rude?
I actually done that, I talk to Dad, you can ask this, that. I go hey, me and Dad have done it a couple times, going Dad, can we go somewhere? And he gets oh, where? And I'm going, and I just say, anywhere but here, okay? I'm getting kind of nervous. And he goes okay, we can go for a ride.
Well, that works. It works. What about if you're in a situation where you can't talk to say that you and I were in a group of people or my family or something, or your family, and you couldn't have the privacy to say that. Have a trigger word. Say something like, I'm really thirsty. Well, that would work, because if you're really thirsty...
I've actually gotten, has anyone, ever felt that felt so thirsty that you start to get pissed off and you start to have a
hell yeah. Try working in the sun for a while. Here's a perfect one. Pink poodle. That's a perfect word, because that can't be construed for anything else. If you and I are somewhere, and you tell me, pink poodle, I'll know that you're feeling nervous, you're uncomfortable, and you need to get out of where you're at. That way there's no arguments later on. Nobody says, man, that was really messed up of you to do that, because they're not understanding where your head's at. So if you and I are somewhere, that's our word, okay?
Yeah.
Pink poodle.
I'll try to remember that, but I don't know.
Pretty good. Pee-pee.
Because
Pee-pee. Pink poodle.
the thing about me is that, when I get, mad or...
See, that's where I want it least of all. I don't want you getting angry.
No, I'm not getting angry. I'm just...
Honey, we're safe.
Get away from that thing!
It's gone. And we
Sorry.
don't have a choice. That's the freeway, sweetie.
Sorry, I have been in a hydroplane.
Yeah. Sweetheart, I fell asleep.
Hate this shit.
Honey, I fell asleep 3 times coming to see your dad hit that wall. 3 times. Now, you can't be afraid of stuff like that. Because the things that you're afraid of, if you don't face them and you don't overcome them, they will hold you back from getting the things that you want in life.
I know. But what was I saying?
We were talking about pink poodles. How that might not be a good word.
No,
so
not
what's
that.
a better word for you?
Code red.
Yeah, but that's too obvious, don't you think? But
No.
Because they might think it's Code Red Mountain Dew. Okay? Like we're ever going to drink that crap, but anyway.
Hey, I drink that stuff
You
sometimes.
drink Code Ew, man, that stuff's terrible for you. It's like poison in a bottle. But actually, check this out. The government made Mountain Dew take some of their ingredients that's in their soda out. Do you know what formaldehyde is?
No.
Okay. When you go to high school, you're going to have a science class. In your science class, usually they have you dissect frogs that are soaked in formaldehyde. What formaldehyde does is it makes like skin and stuff turn into rubber, so it doesn't
Ew.
so it doesn't rot. Well, this is-
Okay. I'm just saying that
but
whoever.
listen. That's what there was formaldehyde in Mountain Dew.
I'm just saying that if you guys just heard that about Mountain Dew, don't drink it
No,
anymore.
but the government made them take it out. It's not in there anymore.
Okay.
But it's still on the market. It is the soda that has the highest amount of sugar and the highest amount of caffeine.
I actually watched this video on YouTube, right?
Caffeine? Too much caffeine?
No,
can kill
I'm
you.
not done explaining.
Okay.
I watched this video on the top 10 most poisons in the world. Caffeine was the number one
Oh
poison.
yeah, but you know why, don't you? Caffeine is in coffee. Caffeine is in soda. Caffeine is in chocolate.
What?
Caffeine is in chocolate, baby. Caffeine is in a
Because
lot of
I
things.
literally had no idea that, I guess you could say, that I literally had, like, no idea that caffeine would be poisonous.
Oh yeah, it's a poison. That's what I told you earlier. I said, it says in the Bible, even if you follow the Bible or not, this is a true statement. Your body is your temple. If you do not take care of your body, don't expect it to take. Whoa, what's going on over there?
I don't know.
But it looks scary, and I'm glad we're not over there.
Yeah. Actually, can I say something real quick
Yeah, go ahead.
on this is like another topic.
And then
So basically, remember that one time that I
don't get too much personal information out online, okay?
I'm not, and I'm just saying that don't wander Lodi after you because there was this one time I was like real, I'm talking like real fucking desperate to see my grandparents. I was like having a total fucking panic attack. I felt like I was losing my mind. Not only that night I wasn't taking my meds.
You should tell them.
I'm just saying, like, when you don't take the things that you need to take, it will make you
It'll make you act silly, yes, of course.
yeah. But anyways, I actually managed to be in Lodi. From Stockton to Lodi.
I walk from...
And I was alone, and I saw this guy, I think he was,
I heard
he was
about
wearing,
that. I heard about that. You don't want to put that online.
okay,
You don't want to put that on anywhere. That's nobody's damn business.
no, I know, I'm just,
But what you can put on live is this. You can put the creep on live.
yeah, that's what I
Tell the
was
story
doing.
about the creep.
So basically, he was carrying this axe and he was glaring at me and he was walking like all tough, like
Okay, no.
like a bull. And he had a beard and he had like brown eyes,
What are you talking about?
hazel eyes, and he had like curly hair.
Oh, that
It's a
guy?
creep.
Okay.
Yeah,
No,
it was
not that creep. We don't want to talk about him?
it was that creep in Lodi when I
Okay,
was.
what I'm talking about is
I was like on Elms. I was
Okay,
like
listen.
on Cherokee. I
for the
think.
safety of other people and other children in our neighborhood, okay? There's a creep in our neighborhood. We have a peeping Tom.
Huh?
Our peeping Tom from the other night.
What peeping Tom?
The
Who's
guy
that?
who was looking in the window. Remember the other night?
Yeah.
Okay. There was a gentleman. I'm not even calling him a gentleman. There was a freak looking in our living room window for about, I don't know, we know that it was more than 3 minutes where Mandy and I were at and we were talking.
So who's Tom? Do people know about him?
Dude, people know about who?
Peeping Tom.
The peeping Tom? No, that's what we're telling them. We live in Modesto. I can't say the address because that would be stupid. We do live in Modesto, and I want everyone to know that there are so many pedophiles in Modesto, in the area that we live in. We're surrounded by them. It's actually, when I looked at Megan's Law, which my beautiful little daughter here told me to look at, I could not believe the amount of pedophiles we are living in the middle of. Scares the hell out of me. Well, there was a man looking in our window that we did not know about. And if her dad wouldn't have got up and had to go to the bathroom, and his phone wouldn't have beeped and alerted him that there was a human presence in our yard, he wouldn't have looked. And he saw, it was so dark you couldn't see the person's face or anything, but he saw that there was someone looking in the front window at us while we were talking. Okay, that's dangerous, that's scary, and hold your children close. Pay attention to your surroundings, because there is a creep on the loose out there who has help. Because when I went outside, when he told me what he saw, I grabbed my bat, I hit the front door, and I was looking for this guy. And I'm telling you, he's lucky he got away, because I would have been happy to rock that orange jumpsuit to make sure that bastard never hurt or spied on or abducted any other child ever again. I went out and I hit that street as fast as I could, and I knew that he could not disappear that fast. I knew he was hiding. So the other guys in the house went and looked, and they came back, and I was still out looking.
Do other people in Modesto know of him?
That's what we're telling them.
So they call him Peeping Tom?
That's what they call people like that. They call them Peeping Toms. And he could very possibly be an offending pedophile. What that means is that he's someone, he could be, I'm not saying that he could be someone who has hurt a small child sexually or not in his past, because we're surrounded by those people. Or he's someone trying to start a new criminal record. We don't know. All I know is this: it's against the law to do what he did, and it was really creepy. And he had no right to do what he was doing.
When I checked the time,
I want people.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying
don't
that.
Don't say what time it was. Don't say what time it was.
No, I'm just saying, like, if you have cameras and stuff around 4 o'clock in the morning, keep your eyes peeled.
Why do I keep telling you not to say what time you did it anyway? Okay, well now.
No, I'm just saying that's
now that she said it any fucking way.
No,
Hey, listen,
I'm not done explaining. I'm not done explaining.
Well, I'm not either.
There's this thing. There's this time called 3 o'clock, which is the witching hour. From 3 to 4, that's when.
No.
Isn't that called the witching hour?
No.
What is it called?
What it is it's the but. And that's only if you believe in God and Jesus and all this other stuff. Okay, what that time is, what she's trying to talk about is, it's supposed to be the bipolar opposite time of when Jesus Christ died on the cross. So, not the bipolar, the polar opposite time of when Jesus died on the cross. So that Jesus must have died at 3:30 in the afternoon. So everybody believes this. So 12 o'clock at night is not the real bewitching hour. It is actually from 3:30 to, I guess, whatever the devil feels like not hanging around, the sun comes up. I really don't know when it ends. I don't know that part. But I do know that whoever that man was that was looking in our window, okay, I went out to a busy street, and I was walking slow. I saw this car pull up, and he was waiting for somebody. You can tell, because you don't sit at a stop sign when there's no other cars around that long. So he was sitting there, and then I saw that guy in his puffy jacket come booking across the street, jump in that car, and take off. I saw the type of car it was, and I have suspicion that I may know who was in that car. So we may know the people that it is, because there are some unsavory people right now, and I'm not mentioning any names because I'm not going to court over nothing. But there are some unsavory people that are judging us wrongly. And that's on them. I really don't care. That's their karma issue, not mine. And I never called anybody crazy. I said that people weren't thinking clearly, and I never mentioned anybody's name. And don't you dare, or I'll kick your butt. I don't ever go out of my way to hurt anyone. I don't do it on Facebook. I will defend myself if somebody tries to make me look like shit. I don't ever go out of my way to hurt anyone. I've been this way my whole life. Hold on, let me finish. I have never.
Carl, we missed
No, we didn't, honey. That's not our turn off.
Okay.
We're going to go get boxes first. Anyway.
Okay.
Okay.
So basically,
never
like,
gone
you
out
know
of my
how
way to
people
hurt you.
like try to make you look like shit.
Right.
The person that did
I'll
that-
defend myself. No,
I'm
we're not talking
saying
about that
any
person.
names.
I'm not bringing them up.
No, I'm not saying any
Okay,
names.
good.
I'm not saying any names. But that person deleted their account.
Did they? Well, then that's up to them. And I don't, like I said, I don't care. Even if somebody hurts me, I'll defend myself, but I'm not going to turn around and attack them too, because that's not who I am. I'm a good person. I try to do good by people around me, even if they've done me bad.
Carl,
I know where I'm going. Stop.
Carl, I was on that street.
Huh? You were what?
I was on that street.
Oh, yeah? Okay, so Back to what we were talking about. We were talking about safe words to get us out. That's where this whole thing sprang from. Then we talked about the creepy dude and stuff. And just I wanted
Basically,
everybody.
if you see a guy in a puffy jacket,
Yeah,
run.
that's too wide. Honey, lots of people wear puffy jackets. That's not fair. The man looked. He was in between. I would say 5'6". He looked like he was in his possibly mid-20s to mid-30s. He was very slender built. He was very thin. He was not. He was beefy at all in any way. And he had no business walking the streets at that time in the morning. Anyway, more than likely he's going to get caught, because for him to stand at our window as long as he did was stupid. And yeah, he's too into what he's doing and not paying attention to getting caught. So more than likely he'll get caught. But to all the parents out there, please be very careful. Pay very close attention to your windows and your kids, because whoever this guy is, he's dangerous. Because if you don't care to get caught and you're going to be standing there that long at somebody's window staring in, then you're dangerous. You're insane. And everybody should be able to figure that out. Now let's get off of that and let's go back to our safe word. So we need to pick a safe word. Something that code red.
blue.
Code blue. Wow, you know what code blue is in a hospital, don't you?
Hmm?
You know what code blue is in a hospital? Code blue means somebody's dying. So, well, actually, that's pretty good. Then that works. I'm dying to get out of here.
Yeah, code blue.
That works. Code blue. Okay, that works. All right. So now we have a safe word. Okay, so I need a safe word with you that says we need, you got to give me a couple more minutes so we can get out of here nicely.
Code purple?
Because I hate purple, we'll go ahead and do that because I'll remember it. Because I hate putting you in situations you don't want to be in, so that works for me. You're code blue, I'm code purple. Works for me. I like that. I think it's pretty good. I think it's really good. I love how we're working this out. This is awesome, and we can share with other people. See, and we can share with other people. This is how you make things work.
So what color was his hair?
His hair, I think, was it was either black or dark brown, and it was. I'm not sure if it was messed up or curly, but I tell you what, when he was running for that car, and I let that bat that I had slide down into my hands, he ran a little faster. That's how I know for a fact that was the guy at our window. And we don't want to let him. He's not going to steal one moment of our time. We're not afraid of him. He stole enough from us. He's not stealing anymore. I'm not afraid. Mandy's definitely not afraid. I love this little girl. I love it. I may not have given birth to her, but I think I finally got a daughter that I asked God for many, many years ago when I had my two boys. So now not only do I get two boys, I get a beautiful little girl that I didn't have to hurt my tummy and go through all the pain of childbirth. That's awesome. That's a joke, kiddo. Do you know that?
Remember that one time I got John with a leaf blower?
Yeah, but you can't do that in the house, dude.
That was funny.
Okay, somebody needs to put on the comments under here, please, not to bring a leaf blower into the house.
It was a one-time thing.
Yeah, I know it was a one-time thing. It was funny. Oh, hey, we can drive around. And I want to say where we're at. Let's cut the live because let's cut it. Okay, everybody, say bye.
Bye, guys.